Hello. In this short demonstration, I would like to show how the eSense app can be used for streaming eSense data in real time to other devices like a computer or a browser to anywhere in the world. First, these features are not public and they are only available on request and not included in the official public version of the app. The eSense, as you can see here, we have 4 of them. They are used for different biofeedback parameters. The eSense skin response is used for measuring skin conductance and the eSense temperature for surface skin temperature. The eSense pulse is used for measuring pulse and HRV, heart rate variability, and the eSense respiration is used for measuring breathing. You choose the eSense you would like to use while tapping on a logo, and I'm going to demonstrate this now with the eSense skin response. When going into the app for the eSense skin response, you see the regular screen, the main screen for doing a measurement. And at the bottom you have these buttons for different options, and for going into the settings we use this mechanical wheel, and then we see all the settings in the app, all the regular settings. And when scrolling down at the bottom, there are some new settings which you will not see normally. We have the eSense dashboard and we have the OSC transfer. You can use both simultaneously, but normally you decide between one of them. The eSense dashboard is a dashboard you can access via a browser. It's hosted on our Mindfield server, and it's based on ThinkSport. ThinkSport is a open source solution. You can look at it at thinksport.io. And we implemented the community edition of ThinkSport here, and you just need to activate the transfer here and write in such a access token, it's called. Here it's just saying skin response. And if you want to use the eSense dashboard, I will show you some screenshots on how it looks like as well. If you want to use it, you need to send us an email, and we will set up a demo dashboard according to your requirements. And the eSense dashboard does not save any data. It's just for viewing, for watching the eSense real-time data. And what's very nice about it is that you can have a couple number of eSense, and you can also mix different types of eSense. So within a browser you will see different charts, and on these charts you see in real time the data incoming from all the eSense which are connected. And these can be skin response, temperature, pulse and respiration combined. And you can, for example, have a group of 10 people using an eSense in parallel anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where. They just need some internet connection on their smartphone or tablet and need to activate the eSense dashboard here and write in the access token. The access token is different per device, so we can discriminate the eSense by these access tokens, and in the dashboard on the server we set up for you, we will name them accordingly, so you can easily see which data is belonging to which eSense. So this is very easy, quick to set up, and we are going to offer in our shop a set for professionals of all the 4 eSense, and including these ThinkSport setup, Will be a setup fee for that, and we offer a bundle for that and some help we will provide you how to use it. So this is the easy to set up, quick setup solution, the eSense dashboard. And remember, there is no data stored on our server. It's only visible in real time while it is transferred. And later on, of course, the data is always saved here inside the eSense app. So we can quickly have a look at the here at the archive when this is the button here with a box at the bottom, and there you see all the recordings, and you can check out the recordings made here, and you can export them here. You have some statistics, everything like the normal app, and you can export it as CSV file or PDF file. So of course the data is not it's just not saved in addition on the dashboard. It's saved here inside the app, and it can be exported and sent to the person who's using the dashboard. So, but the main reason for having it is, for example, for group courses where you can have 10 people sitting in one room doing some specific exercises, and using the eSense app for training. And while doing this, there is the possibility of a trainer, a guide, a coach who can watch at all the curves from all the eSense, all the data in real time on a big computer screen, or show these curves of all the participants on a beamer for everybody. So beside this solution, I go back into settings. Beside of this dashboard solution, there is the OSC. And OSC stands for Open Sound Control, and it's also a very nice open source real-time streaming data protocol. You can look it up on Wikipedia, and there is a GitHub repository where you have many implementations of OSC in all the common different programming languages. So there are ready-made plugins to use it in Android and iOS, in C#, C++, in Java, JavaScript, like Python, everything. So here you can activate it with the switch here, and at the same time we deactivate the eSense dashboard, but you can use it simultaneously. And what you define here is the IP address of the client receiving the data, which now here is a local IP address, but it can be any IP address, even on somewhere in the internet. And you define a custom port, which is 8000 here, but you can do any port you like. So this sends the data to this IP on this port, and of course you need to make sure that there's no firewall in between blocking the data. So no firewall in your local network blocking the outgoing stream, and no firewall on the receiving computer blocking the incoming stream. This is probably the biggest issue that you can face. And then you have this here, this /EDA micro s, which is the name of the variable. Under this name, the data is coming in. So you can rename it to whatever you like, and this can also be used to discriminate between devices. So if you have 10 eSense, you can, for example, put a 1 or a 5 or check like the number you want to at the end. And then on the client side, you see the data under this variable. You can probably also filter, and yeah. So this is a very also easy to implement streaming method, but this needs some work from your side, some programming. You can have a look at the internet. There are many programs, software available, which is ready to use for receiving open sound control. data is, most of them are music software because it's used widely in the music industry, and it's used, for example, from different microphones on a stage and controlling light, everything which has to be really in time. So this protocol makes sure that it's yeah, that the data is coming in real time and has a good nice timestamp. And what else is important to say that we are at the moment here we are sending the data with 5 hertz per second sample frequency, but soon we will implement the new a new eSense SDK also here in our app, and then you can choose between 1 hertz, 2 hertz, 5 hertz, 10 hertz. So you can even have 10 values per second, which should be far enough for everything you want to do. Yeah, so you also just need to save that here, and then you can go back and start a recording and use the eSense app as normal. You can do everything with it, and in the background the data is streamed. There's no additional confirmation, it's just happening. So yeah, this is it. These 2 options at the moment we have. At the moment means by end of August 2019. And we might implement another 3rd protocol, the lab streaming layer, LSL, in the future. We're working on that too. So then we have 3 options of getting the eSense data out of the smartphone or tablet to another computer, another software, another browser, whatever you prefer to use. And some last words about data privacy. In general, the eSense app stores all the data anonymously, so there is no registration, nothing on our server, there is no collection of personal data. Of course, the eSense app needs some permissions to access the microphone to get the data from the eSense, of course, some permission to access the folders for media, to use videos and sound, and some permission to use Bluetooth and GPS if you are using a Bluetooth device like a smart bulb or the eSense Pulse. Especially GPS is always needed if Bluetooth is activated. Several people don't know that. So it's nothing, we are not using your location at all, so just a requirement by Google. Okay, yeah, so we are really careful about data privacy, and so that's why we decided not to use any names. All the sessions are just recorded by the session name recording. Here you can of course type in your name here if you want to personalize your session, but you don't have to. So in general, by default, the eSense app stores everything anonymously and only locally on your smartphone tablet. So it's your data, you decide what to do with it. You can export it, but you don't have to. We suggest exporting your data on a regular basis to just have a backup of it, not only inside the app. But yes, this is important for us, and we always also wanted to say that you have the complete access to the raw data. There is nothing on black box algorithm and no filtering, and so you have the raw data here from all the